Are you feeling like you're running out of time to get rich? Do you look at your age and feel like you're either too young to be taken seriously or too old to catch up? Many of us have been there, feeling stuck and believing that the window for wealth is closing. But I'm here to tell you that's a lie. The truth is, your age isn't a roadblock, it's your greatest advantage. If you're ready to rewrite your financial future, smash that like button and subscribe for more insights from over 25 years in the financial trenches. Let's start a movement. I want you to declare your independence from financial anxiety right now. Go to the comments and type, "I deserve financial peace." It's more than just a phrase, it's a turning point, a declaration, and the start of a new chapter. Now let's get into the playbook. Level 1, your 20s. Many people in their 20s feel like they're already behind. It can seem as if everyone else has a head start while you're still at the starting line, fumbling with your shoelaces. That feeling of being lost, broke, or uncertain about the future is more common than you think. But here's the truth. Your greatest advantage in your 20s isn't money, it's energy. It's the ability to go all in, to push through late nights and early mornings, to hustle without the heavy responsibilities of mortgages, families, or long-term commitments weighing you down. The playbook for this decade is simple, but not easy. Trade time for money, then trade that money for skills. Think of your 20s as the foundation years. You can't build a skyscraper on a sandcastle. This is the time to lay the bedrock of your future. Step 1. Pick one high-value meta skill. A meta skill is a skill that makes all other skills easier to learn. Examples include sales, copywriting, content creation, coding. The key is focus. Do not diversify. Go deep. Warren Buffett once said, "Wide diversification is only required when investors do not know what they are doing." The same applies to skills. Intensity, focus, and even obsession are what make you valuable. In just 6 months of dedicated effort, you can become highly competent in a meta skill. Ask yourself, what am I naturally drawn to? What skill, if mastered, would make me feel like I'm playing a completely different game? Step 2. Work for free. This is controversial, but powerful. In the beginning, you're not yet good enough to add significant value. Offering to work for free gives you access to experience, mentorship, and networks that money can't buy. Your portfolio is your resume. It's the proof that you can do the work. Robert Kiyosaki put it best. The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. Ask yourself, who do I admire? Whose career would I love to learn from? How can I get a chance to work alongside them, even if it means starting for free? Step 3. The price ladder. The biggest mistake beginners make is undervaluing themselves and staying stuck at low rates. Instead, use the price ladder. Start by offering a discount to build trust and credibility. Every 5 clients, raise your price by 25%. This method ensures steady growth in both confidence and income. Over time, your portfolio and results will justify higher rates. Rule of thumb: say yes to everything that teaches you something, even if it doesn't pay well at first. The real payday comes later, when your skills compound. Starting is scary. What if you fail? What if it doesn't work? Andrew Carnegie once said, "The secret to success is to be brave enough to fail, and the courage to endure." Winners lose more than losers. Failure is not the end. It's a data point, a lesson, a stepping stone. Every stumble teaches you something valuable, and that knowledge is a currency more powerful than money. Your 20s are not about perfection. They're about becoming the kind of person who can earn, build, and create. This decade is your training ground. Embrace the energy. Embrace the struggle. You are not too young, not too old, and not too far behind. You are exactly where you need to be to begin. Level 2. Your 30s. Building systems for leverage. If your 20s were about building a solid foundation of skills and hustle, your 30s are about putting on your CEO hat. This is the decade where your biggest advantage isn't just energy, it's strategy. By now, you've experienced wins and losses. You know what works and what doesn't. You've built a network, sharpened your skill set, and developed instincts that only come with time. This is the stage to stop trading your time for money and start building systems that generate money without you. Think about it. Most people are taught to work harder, but the wealthiest people work smarter. They build machines, systems, teams, and processes that keep running even when they step away. As Jack Ma once said, you should learn from your competitor, but never copy. Copy and you die. Your unique strategy is what creates leverage. Step 1. The ATF framework: audit, transfer, fill. This framework is a powerful tool for reclaiming your time and multiplying your impact. Audit: review your calendar and to-do list. Where is your time going? Be brutally honest. Are you spending it on high-value activities that generate results, or on tasks that drain your energy and barely move the needle? Transfer, delegate, or automate everything that isn't high value. This could mean outsourcing errands, hiring a virtual assistant, or using automation tools. The question is simple: what is my time worth, and why am I spending it on tasks someone else could do for less? Fill. Once you've freed up time, reinvest it into higher return activities, whether that's improving your mindset, strengthening your character, or focusing on growth opportunities. As John D. Rockefeller said, I would rather earn 1% off of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Ask yourself, where am I spending time that keeps me from my goals? What tasks can I offload so I can focus on building my empire? Step 2. The replacement ladder. Your 30s are the time to build a team that buys back your time. You can hire an executive assistant, someone to manage your calendar, inbox, and admin tasks. This alone can free up hours you didn't realize you were losing. You can hire a person for operations, a person to handle delivery, support, and client onboarding. Without this, you'll always be stuck in the weeds instead of growing the business. You can hire a marketer. A dedicated marketer ensures a steady flow of leads and customers. You can hire a salesperson. A skilled salesperson allows your business to grow without you being the one closing every deal. With these 4 roles in place, you can step away while your business continues to create opportunities, bring in customers, and deliver results. That is true freedom. Ask yourself, what is the one role I could hire today that would give me back the most time for the least cost? Step 3. Focus on one thing. This is where discipline matters most. As Benjamin Graham said, the investor's chief problem and even his worst enemy is likely to be himself. Distraction is the enemy of success. Focus stands for follow one course until successful. Most people fail because they chase shiny new opportunities, crypto, real estate side hustles, without ever mastering one. The greatest leaders built empires by focusing deeply on one thing. Jeff Bezos with Amazon, Steve Jobs with Apple. Your 30s are about building the machine. Commit to one business model, one niche, and one strategy for at least 3 years. Become so good at it that you are impossible to ignore. The world will tell you to diversify, but in this stage, focus is your leverage. The rule of thumb for your 30s: stop trading time for money and start building systems that make money without you. This decade is about courage. The courage to let go of control, to trust others, and to scale. When you do, you'll realize that the true measure of wealth isn't just in your bank account, it's in your freedom. Level 3. Your 40s, leveraging experience for scale. If your 20s were about hustling, and your 30s were about building, your 40s are about scaling. This is where you put your gray hair to work. Your greatest advantage is your experience. It's the late nights, the mistakes, the triumphs, the relationships, and the pattern recognition that you've built over 2 decades. You're not just smart, you're wise. Many people think this is a time to slow down, but this is actually when you can make the most money, because you have all the know-how. You've built the machine. Now it's time to put your foot on the gas and scale it in ways you never imagined. The goal is to move from being the hardest worker in the room to being the smartest investor. As Robert Kiyosaki says, it's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. How do you do this? by letting your money and your wisdom work harder than you do. This is how you diversify smartly. Most people invest in things they know nothing about because it sounds sophisticated. Don't do that. Your biggest advantage is your information. 70% in what you know. Invest the majority of your capital in your area of expertise. If you're a real estate developer, invest in more real estate. If you're a programmer, invest in tech startups. Your deep knowledge gives you an edge that no one else has. You can spot opportunities and risks that others miss. 20% in adjacent opportunities. Invest in areas that are related to what you know. For example, if you're in the fitness industry, you might invest in a health food company or a gym equipment brand. 10% in moonshots. This is your fun money. Invest a small percentage in crazy high-risk ideas. Maybe it's a friend's ambitious franchise or a new tech startup. These are the investments that could change everything, but they won't sink you if they fail. Ask yourself, where do I have an unfair advantage because of my experience and network? Where can I invest with confidence? Step 2. Become a mentor investor. This is where you start getting paid for your wisdom. You've spent decades accumulating knowledge. Now it's time to share it for profit and impact. Find 3 to 5 entrepreneurs in their 20s or 30s who are 2 or 3 years into a business you understand. They need your experience and your network far more than they need a little bit of capital. Offer to become an advisor. You can exchange your time, your wisdom, and your experience for equity in their business. This gives you multiple shots on goal that could turn into massive outcomes. You're not working in the business, you're working on it. You get to help someone avoid the mistakes you made and watch them succeed, all while building your portfolio. This is what John D. Rockefeller meant when he said, "I would rather earn 1% off of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts." You can have a stake in dozens of companies without being a slave to any of them. Ask yourself, whose career would I love to have? How can I get a chance to learn from them, even if I have to do it for free? Step 3. Compound your wisdom. Too many people live a life that's unexamined. They do, but they don't reflect. This is where you document and codify everything you've learned. I've been doing this for over a decade. I've been posting my frameworks, my lessons, and my stories. And the cool part is, by teaching, I learned it even better. This is your legacy. Your value in your 40s is your ability to walk into a situation and in 30 minutes, identify the 2 or 3 things a business owner can do to 10x their growth. You've seen the patterns. You know the solutions. Your wisdom is your greatest asset. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it through a book, a podcast, or a course. The act of sharing it will not only make you better, but it will open up new doors and opportunities you never even knew existed. The rule of thumb for your 40s is to let your money work harder than you ever did. Your job is now strategy, not execution. It's about building a life so impressive that other people want to learn from you, and then using that to create a legacy that outlasts you. This game of life was never just about money. It's about becoming the person along the journey. Wealth is the freedom to do what you want, when you want, with the people you want. It's about using your success as a tool for impact, not just accumulation. And that, my friends, is true wealth.